Hi, I'm Kevin Irvine. I'm a disability rights advocate, and I'm going to tell you about ADA paratransit service and the rights of people with disabilities, including older adults with physical, sensory, mental, and cognitive impairments. The Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, is a civil rights law that protects the rights of people with disabilities when using public transportation. The ADA doesn't require that public transit be provided in every community where people live. However, if public bus and/or rapid rail service is provided, it must follow Title II of the ADA. These transit agencies also must provide ADA paratransit service, which is origin to destination transportation for people with disabilities who cannot use the bus or rail system all or some of the time. Some transit agencies, towns, and cities provide a non-ADA paratransit-like service, sometimes called dial-a-ride service. Typically, this service is provided to both older adults and people with disabilities. However, requirements for dial-a-ride service are much more limited than for ADA paratransit service. ADA paratransit service must be provided in the same area as fixed-route bus and/or rapid rail service. This means that pickups and drop-offs must be provided at least within 3/4 of a mile of a fixed bus route or in a 3/4 mile radius or circle around each rapid rail station. Origin to destination means that eligible riders have a right to service between any 2 points within this service area. Transit agencies must serve any eligible riders who request a ride within the service area, even if they live outside the area. ADA paratransit rides must be provided on a next-day basis. Eligible riders should be able to call any time during regular business hours to request a trip for any time that service is provided for the next day. A pickup must be scheduled and provided within 1 hour before or after the requested pickup time. Transit agencies can charge up to double the full fixed route fare for an ADA paratransit trip. Fares for companions must be the same as for the ADA paratransit eligible rider. If a person needs a personal assistant because of a disability, the assistant rides free of charge. Also, transit agencies cannot limit or prioritize certain types of trips over others. For example, work trips over shopping trips. ADA paratransit service must be provided during the same hours and days as fixed route service. For example, if a bus starts its route at 5 a.m., ADA paratransit pickups in that same area must start at the same time. Transit agencies may not operate ADA paratransit service in any way that limits eligible riders' ability to use it. For example, the transit agency cannot limit the number of ADA paratransit reservations that a person can make on a particular day, as long as the trips don't overlap with each other. They also cannot have waiting lists for service. The ADA paratransit provider must make a reservation for every trip request within 1 hour before or after the requested time. Transit agencies also must not have large numbers of significantly untimely pickups or return trips, large numbers of trip denials or missed trips, and large numbers of trips with excessive trip lengths. They must plan for things that will slow down travel, like rush hour traffic, large public events, and expected bad weather, to avoid large numbers of late pickups, missed trips, or extra long trips. ADA paratransit providers may schedule shared trips, but must make sure that it doesn't cause large numbers of extra long trips. They also should set up telephone reservation systems so they don't have busy signals or excessively long hold times. Service animals are permitted to accompany people with disabilities in vehicles and facilities. Information about ADA paratransit service must be provided in accessible formats such as Braille, large print, or an accessible electronic format upon request. To learn more about eligibility for ADA paratransit service, read ADA Paratransit Eligibility: How to Make Your Case, co-written by Equip for Equality and the Disability Rights Education and Defense Fund, DREDF. What can you do if you have a problem with ADA paratransit service? First and most important is to let the transit agency know about any problems. If you can, send your complaint in writing by sending an email, a letter, or through the agency's website. Give them as much information as possible: description of what happened, date, time, location. Keep a copy of whatever you send for your records. For more information about ADA paratransit service and eligibility and other topics, contact Equip for Equality at 800-537-2632 or visit equipforequality.org.